格华兹，又来解霍格华兹啦！啊，又来解他的任务。偷猎蛋，先去解偷猎蛋吧。噔噔噔噔，啊，魔米村哎。传送，偷猎蛋，霍格华兹也玩很正直哇！这种探索游戏就是得慢慢的去探索。直接卡死。
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
忙着做研究。
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
他是那个喜欢那个动物，喜欢奇斗那
It
个。
varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in Plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
我靠，好危险！
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies,
Oh,
burn marks,
yes.
things like that.
很厉害。
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
很清
I
楚自己
can't
在
be
做什么。
certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of
呀，
course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
呀，
Here we are. I do think this is
直
where
接
we'll
进行
find
传
her.
送。
The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her
对
egg.
啊，偷猎者也是要先了解。
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
这样好简单啊！我怎么不把它
I
讲
don't
成？
suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
对，如果留着不就跟偷
If
猎
you're
者一样
right？about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
呀
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she
，wonderful。
sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
哦，用走的。
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already.
Yeah.
I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safe. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
哦，在那里啊。找到龙巢。
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
他刚刚没看到我们吗？
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way.
蹦蹦，杂种犬变成猫，变成羊
I
了
wonder。how many they brought to capture. At least 10 usually.
Reparo.
fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
我在这边用东西，他看不到我吗？哇哦，还真危险。这里
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably...
他刚才说他的视野多远？怎样？
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
哇，这原本是偷猎者的营地是吧？哇哦，
To pick off a grab horn.
Or just raring for a fight.
直角的时候，对，直接被杀了。
Quiet, what was that?
有偷猎者吗？怎么了？他怎么了？你们要怎么做？ 越过巨龙，靠近。哦，靠北！他小，用突突出的，好离谱。
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make... Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
Oh my god! Oh my
It's a
god!
little too warm if you ask me. I don't suppose she'd listen to reason.
If we can get to that, we can get to the nest.
Oh!
She's leaving! Quickly!
Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
就快到了，命也快没了。
Why is every bridge
Repair it.
broken?
为什么每座桥都坏了？啊，为了让你修啊，不然呢？
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
他很气哦。他还认得我们吗？冷静，扛挡。 OK， 他拿走了。呜呼！他们还真敢，身为学生也敢这样，很敢这样子。
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever?
最好是没有伤到我们，刚刚一直喷我，他想要杀掉我们，哈哈。
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Yeah.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
人家可能说不定不知道是谁
We
做的
did
啊。
sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg.
哦，有
from
可能
them.
知道啦，
True.
他们知道是学生而已。
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Send them out 这是啊，解说性的故事模式。
How could I have been so blind?
人家怎么都没想到呢？对你懂都没想到，笑死！好了，来跟我们的塞巴斯蒂安小情人来聊聊。真的在外面？要吗？我们霍格华兹吧？啊，这里。操纵咒语，冷却时间，无限的对付敌人。在地穴里。
Get away from me!
Get away from me.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Shall we? 光明正大的进去，绝对不会有人发现，哈哈。
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin.
双胞胎耶，
If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely
感觉他
mistaken.
越走越
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for
觉得他
good.
最后会
I
功
should
亏一
send the
篑。
crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and when I was at second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said.
Oh.
It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
嗯哼，
I'll send you an hour when I have news.
那你可别再跟我生气了哈！真是，想到什么就做什么的。是哪里啊？天文塔吗？终于迈入主线了啊！哦，与阿密特哎，这次是可以跟那个星座男生聊聊。又来了8个。
I miss playing dodgeball on the kitchen floor.
Think they're open clever. Easy skate, the best one ever.
要再滑了。
there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
Oh.
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well...
一定会有危险啊！
dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Yeah.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English.
English.
My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course.
这是谜底
I
耶
just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
变个超级谜底的天！妖精鱼好难，这地图哪里？我靠，远！他们老是离学校超远的，跑来跑去的。Merlin Child， 有个 Merlin Child，
Here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio.
哦，铁球的、啊，这球好像
Lumos.
不是，
Accio.
下来，站一下，滚下去，一杆进洞有没有？有没有一杆进洞？啊，没有。
Looks intriguing.
等一下，还有没有一根进洞？多少？砰！去！哎，过头了，回来。
So tricky after all, Merlin.
Merlin Child， 气球，我记得有看到气球。先来解气球。哎，噔，bang，戳破气球。 这还有个 Merlin Child， 这个 Merlin Child 是什么的？啊，火盆的哎，好，解掉。
I know a Merlin. Protego.
看一下，
Revelio.
这里一个， 那里一个，这里一个，还有一个哪里？
Revelio.
还有一个在。看一下。还有一个在哪里？
Revelio.
哦，这里，看到吗？哎，知道了。
Confringo.
这射不到。
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
没人瞧。再来，接我主线，主线，速度多少？下来，下来。就你。
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
为什么呢？
Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
你早该料到这一点。
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational
我用常理去判断，马后炮。
Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles.
巨大又坚硬的魔法容器。
Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals:
拉克案，
Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
就是守护者啊。
Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power.
以为里面有力量，对。
He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit
笑死！他刚刚讲什么了？
Dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may
他
have
怎么
left
什么都知道，可是又不
I'm
太
unable
介
to
意。
join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen.
门口上面的
Either I
眼
above the
睛，
enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
哇哦！
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
呀，
Our mate and I can do this.
I will await your return. I
return
shall see you soon. 走。
The door is looking at us.
他表示意外，明明没人，为什么会在动？
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
好啦，我知道你很惊讶，就是现在要面对的是一群人。
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Simple plan。
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
这个
Confringo.
有没有小道呢？要不是等一下回来的路吧？哦，电梯。
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
你流动。哦，笑死！
Confringo.
搜寻在这里也有路，这里有路，这里。
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
All together.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
对啊，并非所有妖精都很友善哦。所以我直接实话。
Where are those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago. Who's that? I will make you.
跟我讲。嘣！
Little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, our mate. You have my word.
这里好像也可以。
We're being watched by a door.
百度。 哎，哦，上面还有那个啦，我想说，
Lumos.
Lumos.
按错，我是 Lumos。嗯， 这里没有启动。
Confringo. Here.
这样才启动的吧？这样启动吗？哦，上来了。笑死！一定要这样才可以打就对了。神奇的物品。
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something.
Building something.
Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
上面还没，先撑上面啊。噔噔噔噔噔。哦。笑死！你热死了，没看
That's the
他。
last loyalist. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
我们建造什么？不知道，一定是怎么神奇的东西。还有个隧道啊。
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
哇，这里还蛮大的。我就是一个回圈，那边绕。这里还有地方可以进去。 哦，这是宿舍，睡觉的地方。来都来了，全部拿走。噔噔噔噔噔噔。OK， 接下来是这边。一场大战。嘣嘣！咬人橄榄上！和 finger！ 嘣！哦！ Pussy yo！ bomb大的，过来。
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay
Too
close.
much.
I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
OK， 这里有那个，给我变不见。
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Here.
哦，这边打开了。未识别物品，这个门是，竟然还有这种地方。 到那个画像。爬呀爬，爬出来，下去。这条路看一下。啊，没路。OK。收完，走了。OK。
Next time I see Vic or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Lumos.
按转，不是 Lumos。OK， 过来。Oh my god！ 等，嘣！把你变不见！喝死哟！呜！等一下，嘣！变不见！酷死哟！呜 ！OK， 过来。OK， 可以这样子哎，把它控制之后再神人石化。OK， 全部死光。这是干嘛？就绕一圈而已。看一下。这还没有开，所以得这里面吧，在这里面。哦，降下来了。哦，是电梯耶！等一下。哦。
This is not good. They're building enormous drills.
巨大钻头。
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
是巨大钻头，快走！诶，他有进来吗？哦，他有进来。
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, our mate. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Get out.
Hello,
Hello，
Amora.
哈木兰。解开。大自然。 赶紧走。
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
它会降下来吗？哎，升上来？不用吧？好像不用下去，因为这里才上去路。唉，OK， 哦，跟那个
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day.
不想再冒险，
For
哈
a
哈
lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this
写成书
someday. Without further ado, adieu.
That's you，那就走回去是吧？
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah.
Oh.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
原来发生这种事情。
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository,
一场大战。
I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Watch my foul. And 感觉得非常的难受。自己的好友。偷猎者出没，又有偷猎者。这里啊。
I have thrilling news. I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last.
暴走。
As soon as you can.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there.
Wow.
She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Oh.
Why would snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
人马
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Let me think.
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
噔噔噔，天空才是极限。王米村。噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。
I was standing behind the Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
卖卖卖卖卖卖卖。
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details?
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right. I think.
应该啦，哈哈。
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success.
巨大的成
Do
功
be。careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
噔噔噔噔。哇！这个我还没解到哎啊，还没过去啊。那么远，好吧，去点校长支持。在哪里啊？噔噔噔噔。走走走走，与地图密室中的地图密室哦哦，地图密室。 嘿，开始，只差最后一个。
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map.
看一下地图。
Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself.
趁他不在的时候去。
You need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Hey, 去费格教授的办公室。费格教授。 哎呀！来。
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf.
家庭条件你知道密码
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice.
变身水
You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing is handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
他已经有了耶，笑死！超诡异。
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry of Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
笑死，可以当校长了，超诡异耶！
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for
I'm sorry,
drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir. If you insist.
And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my foils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
笑死，烫伤药。
What could the headmaster want?
我想
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. Sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings are missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been
他用那个他自己知道的来搞的
That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
笑死！还有这样子啊，也蛮好玩的。
There's one for my diary.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Headmaster? Here, what could he want?
What?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany, and it's useless. I was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuba pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
笑死，干嘛？
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our period. I dare say I've knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Arts and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
到处去得罪人就对了，笑死！
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
笑死！哦
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells.
把自己变不见者。
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
笑死！
Something seems a little off with the head.
这感觉吃错药，他不是一直都很奇怪吗？笑死！
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry about his students. He's rarely here as it is.
我并不想跟他。
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf.
没有，我现在在玩城堡里。
Unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Well, thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
他不觉得奇怪吗？
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig.
笑死！
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the noble banners of Gryffindor. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever.
我靠，还可以这样搞哎，好飞机啊
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
这与陈真贤都有关呢、
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
永远成长。
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
还可以讲。
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is
法文说很烂。
most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
Toujours pure.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
笑死。
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
嗯？躲起来，躲起来！
Ah, made it just in time. It's wearing off.
笑
was
死！
right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
念出密码。变身水计划。
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
好像是在大理石阶梯的最上面，奖杯室。啊！太好笑了。噔噔。校长办公室。
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
哇哦！真的可以进入校长室，好离谱！
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Alohomora.
Alohomora。乌苏拉，看，笑死！
Revelio.
Oh.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
总是要通过测验才可以。
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
好吃，好吃，一直吃。
That must be the pedestal. Revelio.
这是校长。
Alohomora.
抛开人家那个校长室东西。我靠，这里是读取不来是不是？哎，是这样。
Revelio.
小小密室哦。还得搞这么神秘。
Revelio.
哦，这个沉睡的少将。好，吸进去。哎，不意外。
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve.
阿木
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
Oh.
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
剑披风
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
哦，是生物3种东西吗？我要隐形斗篷。不能被发现。
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
I need to time this just right.
Okay.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
前方有阶梯，小心路过。哦。How this here?
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
"死神黑暗杂种犬。哦。
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Oh.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
看一下。你转头一下，拜托，你转头一下。对 ，nice。我那个人躲在那里，没有被发现。
Nothing this way, but more danger. Must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Okay.
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
居然在玩这种游戏。哦。诶
Now's my chance.
这样这种看不到吗？好离谱！
That's the way forward.
神秘斗篷。
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
隐形了。
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Okay.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
Where are you? 还蛮特别的，有别于前面的几关卡。
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you.
哦，那个
squander its extraordinary power.
最强的魔杖之类的。
I've never felt such power. Bombard!
就这4招可以用。
Neve,
啊操！bang！ 直接消灭，好狠哦！见不见？晕的。 哦，见不见？哎，Go Go Go！ 超强魔，超强魔杖，我有超强魔杖。哇哦，他来了，他来了！崩巴了！好猛这个！见不见？哎，我看。 哎，bang， 崩巴的，呜！我差一点点。崩爸爸。 呜！不要激动，不要激动。哎，变不见，哎，就这样变不见。我还有一只哎，崩爸的。 崩爸爸！哎，对，崩爸爸！呜！别跑那么快，别跑那么快！变！OK， 去死！哎 ，nice。哦，还来啊！变！呜！ 我靠呀！崩巴了 ！Oh my god！ 不要这么激动。 哦，哦，好激动！你好激动！你好激动！嘣！不会！不要这么激动！不要这么激动！不要这么激动！ 哎，变不见！OK， 全部变不见。看，好狠！
Simple stone. This must be for me.
神秘的魔法石。
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
She's gone. Oh, poor Neve. Gone so.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be
forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Oh.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness.
他英年早逝是吗？这校长。
Remember that as you witness my memory.
哦，神奇。 第一点再下来，然后看一下记忆。
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
某种方法。
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
Wait,
don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
Wow.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
什么？他把他什么东西拿走了？
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora.
走火入魔。
This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
他失去了什么？不知道他不知道在那拿了什么。然后还有他被遗忘了某个东西，令他痛苦的东西被他遗忘。噔噔噔噔。哦，他突然间伸出来了，笑死。
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Wow.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now,
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
火烧威士忌。 这里4个守卫者，全员到齐。OK， 准备我的普等物测，哇哦，已经到这个时间 ，OK， 那今天先玩到这里，下次我们的直播再继续，拜拜。